You're listening to The Cultured Bumpkin, a literature podcast with Jake Phillips, where we present audiobook quality readings of the classics for your enjoyment. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, just because you're a bumpkin doesn't mean you can't be cultured. Hello and welcome to The Cultured Bumpkin. On this episode, we're going to do a poem by one of my favorite 19th century poets, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And it's called Daybreak, and it goes like this. A wind came up out of the sea and said, "O mists, make room for me." It hailed the ships and cried, "Sail on, ye mariners, the night is gone," and hurried landward far away, crying, "Awake, it is the day." It said unto the forest, "Shout, hang all your leafy banners out." It touched the wood bird's folded wing and said, "O bird, awake and sing." And o'er the farms, O chanticleer, your clarion blow, the day is near. It whispered to the fields of corn, bow down and hail the coming morn. It shouted through the belfry tower, "Awake, O bell, proclaim the hours." It crossed the churchyard with a sigh and said, "Not yet, in quiet lie." That was Daybreak by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. I love that, though his ability to just describe things and personify something like a daybreak, I just love it. Hope you enjoyed that too. I hope that you will subscribe to the podcast if you haven't. Hope you'll rate it if you haven't. And most importantly, tell a friend. And most importantly, keep listening. Thank you very much for joining, and we'll talk to you next time. You've been listening to The Cultured Bumpkin, a literature podcast with Jake Phillips. Thank you very much for listening. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, would you mind going and subscribing and leaving a nice review on whatever podcast platform you heard this on? I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time.